Okay, here we are for round 5, guys. We've lost the dice roll and we're versing Radlegger Philip. This hand does not have a hexproof creature, but it does have Dryad Arbor. It does not have Totem Armor. We can probably do a little bit better. So we'll mulligan this. Opponent has also mulliganed. Alright, this looks better. So here on the sideboard decision, on the mulligan decision, so we need to bottom something. Just in case we're versing like a Thoughtseize deck, I want to keep 2 creatures. Also for Liliana, having something we can sack. Okay, so we're versing Death Shadow. We might get Thoughtseize here and we might get rewarded for our play. Wouldn't that be something? Yeah, they're probably not doing an opt here. This is probably Thoughtseize. So I do think Death Shadow is favoured here. I think like the hardest matchup for us is probably the Mardu version of Death Shadow. That deck is pretty strong. We don't have a lot of way to interact with it well, and Captain Ranger of Eos can really mess us up. Okay. What is our opponent waiting to do? Alright, so cards I want to see. Probably land and Daybreak Coronet. Failed that. Spirit Mantle would be really good to get down. And maybe a Sentinel's Eyes to give us vigilance outside of Daybreak. More Ethereal Armors to speed the clock up. Although we're talking about the clock for the number of turns it takes me to destroy his life totals, not the clock which is taking a while to tick down. Alright, so he's probably taking Cartouche here, unless he has Liliana, and he'll take one of my hexproof creatures. I don't know, maybe he just takes the Ethereal Armor, or maybe he takes the Griffspoon because it's the only form of evasiveness, but we can get it back if we ever get to 4 land, and if we're not dead by the time we get to 4 land. This poor man is very terrified of the Griff. Alright, there goes Griffspoon. Hey, we drew a Griffspoon. Maybe not as obnoxious as drawing a 1 mana creature after having the only 1 mana creature swept away, but then again, there's only 2 of these in the deck and there's 8 of these, so. Alright, that's the Death Shadow. And that's another Death Shadow. That's a land. Alright. Let's get the team going. I probably don't want to attack just yet in case they have a Street Wraith in hand. They do only have 2 cards. And we can't take too long, but I don't think we win the game if we block there. They Street Wraith. They have 2 3/3s. And our board state is Boggle, Warrior Token, and 1 castable card here out of our 1 white mana. Okay. That's not bad. That is also not bad. Alright, so let's get out our evasiveness first. So if we... Okay, they might have Stubborn Denial here, actually. Okay, they're drawing a card. Alright. So if we attack here, we'll put them to 9. They'll get 2 4/4s and be able to attack us for 8, putting us to 10. Next turn, we can't kill them unless we draw planes or... and... yeah, I think we hold off 1 more turn on the attack. We can probably attack with this Vigilance token, though. If they want to trade for that, they can. Get in that one sneaky point of damage. Alright. We don't want to deal too much damage to them because their Death Shadow has a tendency to get out of hand very quickly. So double ethereal armor will add 8 to our creature and we'll be able to attack for exactly lethal. So, need to fog a discard spell and we need to hit a white source. Alright, that's neither of those things, but alright, we'll see if they stubborn denial here. Okay, so now we can just attack. We have them on a 2-turn clock, and as long as they don't like Team of Battle Rage kill us, we're pretty good, and we're just chump blocking with both our creatures next turn. I don't think the Grixis deck plays main deck Liliana anymore, but we'll see what they do. They might just attack with. Well, I guess they've got to go for it. So if we just block one Death Shadow, they can deal a damage to themselves, making both their Death Shadows a 9/9 damage to themselves off the Nurturing Peatland. Then they can team a Battle Rage with Stubborn back up. So we need to block both and hope they don't have Liliana. Doesn't look like they have the Fatal Push. Alright, we win. I can't think of anything they can do that would make them, yeah, get out of that. Okay, cool. Good. Alright, so we need these paths. We probably maybe want Mana Tithe, maybe, not sure. Dismember's pretty bad. Force of Vigor's pretty bad. Leyline is good. So we saw Cartouche is good. Might just drop a couple of these. Might drop a core. Sentinel's Eyes is probably the next weakest card. We want the Griff Spoon so we can go over the top. We want this so we have a chump blocker and protection to Liliana. Alright, let's just get rid of the Mana Tithe and run these 5 sideboard cards. Actually, we could cut a Spider Umbra. Yeah, let's cut one Spider Umbra for one Mana Tithe. And in fact, I might want that over the... I might want the Sentinel's Eyes over the second Spider Umbra. I'm not used to playing with Spider Umbra and looking that far down my list, clearly. Yeah, this card's like really powerful, but we just take it out so often because it's just a poor man's imitation to Ethereal Armor, and it doesn't give us first strike. 2 mana can be quite detrimental to the deck. Quite detrimental indeed. So yeah, this is a matchup I'm really excited to have Cartouche for. Just having that blocker without losing tempo is so important. Like, if they had Team of Battle Rage in hand, the the Cartouche won us the game by just providing us that chump blocker. It's also pretty important that we attacked when we did with the Vigilance token. Alright, this hand is absolutely garbage. Keep it, Thoughtseize. Rank Order Graveyard, 4 lands and 2 Bogles? I don't think so. This hand's better, but it's not good enough. Any kill spell like Bolt, Colligan's Command, Fatal Push, and we're screwed. Any discard spell and we're screwed. Okay, we're probably keeping this, and we'll get rid of our 2 mana cards. Do the same thing we did in game 1. And hope that when they Thoughtseize us, yeah. Hope we played around Thoughtseize. Cross those fingers. Even if we didn't, we're playing around Liliana, so go team. Wow, okay. So they're like, move is Thought Scourer, and they might be going towards a Gurmag Angler here. Okay. Let us see what they do. Tarmogoyf, that is okay. I thought they were Grixis. It looks like they're 4-color Traverse. Interesting. Okay. So, we didn't draw land. I feel like... we want to start getting a board presence. So we can't attack here, we can't block either, but when we cast Hyena Umbra next turn, we can then have an attack or a block up. This is bad to Liliana, but after missing 2 land drops, I don't think we could play around it anyway. Against the rest of their deck, I feel like this is the correct line. Okay, so no Liliana. Okay. Okay, and we've hit land, so that is good. They didn't shock, so I don't think they have Death Shadow. They could have an Assassin's Trophy here. So we want to play as if they've got Assassin's Trophy. Drown in the Lock. Okay. Well, the fact that they countered that after we shocked seems a bit odd to me. Because we can return it later, but okay. That's fine. So knowing that this is Traverse Shadow, I might be more inclined to bring the Rest in Pieces in now. Because it will also shut off these Tarmogoyfs, these Drown in the Locks, and Traverse for Death Shadow. So Rest in Peace is almost certainly coming in Game 3. A big fat Tarmogoyf, boy. So you got the second Tarmogoyf? That would be a bit sad. Okay, there's the Traverse. And there's a Death Shadow. Alright. It's not looking too good for our hero now. Alright, we did draw a land. And if we attack here, what happens? So we attack, they don't block. Then they drop to... they drop to 8, which will pump their Death Shadow to a 5/5, and they attack for 11 next turn. That's not very good. So I think we play patient for a bit longer. Look for that Daybreak Coronet or an Ethereal Armor, and then also look to return this Gristbone. I don't like being in this position where I'm not attacking, but attacking at the moment is suicide. Alright, Abrupt Decay, you got it. So what we can do here is if they attack with Death Shadow, we can block with Slippery Boggle, trade it, and then cast the Hyena Umbra across next turn, but they only attacked with Tarmogoyf, so we're just going to take. Look for this Daybreak Coronet. It's about our only out at this stage. That's a pretty good one. So we can attack. No, we can't attack. Basically need a path now before they have another chance to draw Stubborn Denial. Or maybe on their draw step, but much of a muchness, I'm sure. Alright, they got the Stubborn Denial. We lose this game. That's enough. I have seen enough. Alright, Rest in Peace seems really good. That's not Rest in Peace. Wait, do I only have one Rest in Peace in this sideboard? That's a bit sad. Okay, Core Spirit Dance is a bit stronger on the play, but I don't think it's strong enough. Got a 1 of Mana Tithe in here. Do I just want the All That Glitters instead? Maybe. Alright, let's get that. Cool. We'll keep this. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. Pretty good. Still no opening hand ley line. Maybe I'm greedy wanting it. Maybe our opponents boarded some discard out. I don't think they would. Maybe on the draw they do. On the play they wouldn't. Or they shouldn't. Yeah, maybe they have to go that whole reduke grindiness approach, but when they can just win straight off the bat by being rude, why would they? Why would they? So I certainly think our opponent drew into that Death Shadow last game, because the way they didn't shock with that Blood Crypt sort of suggested that. Alright, let's get our Boggle out there. Turn 1 rude stuff. Alright, Tarmogoyf is okay. We can deal with him. We've got the technology. Oh wow, okay, so at the moment our opponent's representing Stubborn Denial or Fatal Push. Interesting. Alright, so let's just apply some pressure. And we can drop our Boggle down. Get that Liliana protection. Or that chump blocker. If they commit to a Tarmogoyf this turn, we can cast Rest in Peace next turn and attack for 4. Okay, cool. Excellent, excellent. So our 1 of Rest in Peace doing work. We've now turned off Drown in the Lock as well, so that's 1 less counterspell they can have. Wow, he's blocking with the Tarmogoyf? Okay. Okay. That's interesting. I don't think the deck plays Snapcaster Mage. I feel like we just attack here. So this will put him to 3. If he wants to fetch, he'll be at 2. And then just... Oh, we might be playing into Damnation here. I probably should have played Core instead. I don't know, it depends on what he has, but we'll see. We will see. Okay, cool. We got there. Excellent. Alright, so that was a 4-1, guys. Our loss was against... was it Eldrazi-tron? I can't remember. I can't remember what I did last video that was like 20 minutes ago. Weird. So, yep. The deck, as it's shown here. Just go back over and recap what's going on. So there's no main deck leyline, no main deck removal, 12 creatures, and the rest is auras. I've sort of diversified my auras a fair bit as opposed to streamlining them. And these are all the 2-elves that I have in there, which might seem a little absurd. There's 12 2-elves. And then there's, what, 16 4-elves. But yeah. Sentinel's Eyes, good with the escape thing. It's a cast effect for core, which you would have seen. If you watch through the league, I did do that at least once, where I cast it from the graveyard and got a draw trigger. Spider Armor is extra totem armor. We're seeing more control decks and more destruction effects as a result. So just hedging those numbers upwards a little bit. Grisboon is good against Chalice. It's evasiveness that allows you to attack over the top of creatures, and that's pretty good too. Cartouche is an extra source of first strike. I think if you're running any Sentinel's Eyes, you want enough sources of first strike that you can attack with Sentinel's Eyes, and if you're stuck with a Sentinel's Eyes and a Rancor and you're attacking with like a 4/2, almost anything can block it and you're in a lot of trouble. So that's my rationale behind putting in a couple of extra first strike instances. Spirit Mantle, a really strong form of evasion, good against things like Reflector Mage and Deputy of Detention and protecting your core. And all that glitters is your 5th and 6th. Ethereal Armor. Sideboard wise, I'd like an extra Rest in Peace. You just saw it was good there at One Us game. I'd like the extra removal too. Like the extra Leyline. Basically, like, I might end up putting some removal in my deck after I decide what I'm cutting. Free up an extra Leyline, free up an extra Rest in Peace, and then we've got a much more tuned list after that. Hushbringer didn't really do anything. I'm pretty close to just removing it from the deck, but not just yet. I think she still has work to do. Yeah, Mana Tithe won us some games against Neoform, countering that Eldritch Evolution. That was pretty sweet. And yeah, that's the deck. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the league. And I should be putting out daily content where I've just got a video a day. So if you're enjoying that, let me know. Thanks guys, and see you next time.